Is Shane going to be a pit reporter too?
I'm just here to get my pit ready.
All right. We are live, fellas. So what is going on, America? This is the Mister speaking to you right here from Kentucky Motor Speedway with NASCAR God here in the booth with me as well. He'll be our pit reporter today. I'm not sure if Chris will be here or not, but
Chris.
What I do know is we got ourselves about 8 minutes till the green flag with time to kill. So let's get into what's going on today, and let's start off by looking at the starting grid. Starting up in P1, that is the 11. Fenty leads the field to green. Moving back to the second position. Last night, leading on the last lap in the D2 race at Charlotte, that's Rack looking for redemption tonight. Further back in that second row now, the 71, that is 34. Back in fourth is Kevin. Fifth is Connor. Sixth is Freezy. Seventh is Nook. Eighth is Senator. Ninth is Devin. 10th is Brian. I've never someone's gonna have to brief me on this one before the race starts, I suppose.
On the 6.
8 HFJ apparently. And then Jaden qualifying all the way at the back, getting ready to start this race. Hey,
what about Daytona?
Before we get this thing started, let's dial up Nook here in the booth.
And Nook.
Nook.
I don't think it worked big and stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay.
All right. We got Nook here up in the booth, starting P7. Got a lot of work to do today. What's the mindset going into this race, knowing that this could be a big race in terms of where you get into the championship seating at?
Honestly, the mindset going into this race is to finish good, stay low at the back, avoid as many wrecks as we can. As I said yesterday in my interview, it was heartbreaking to get up a P2 and a P3, but let's see if we can win it here at Kentucky. We got a fast JBL Chevrolet Camaro. It wasn't the best in qualifying, pretty decent in practice, and I'm ready to see if that can pay off here in Kentucky Motor Speedway.
Yeah, wasn't a great qualifying effort, only P7. But I gotta say, Nook, driving through the field's kind of been your thing throughout this whole time. We saw it yesterday. Didn't qualify great, finished second when it matters. Nook, driving through the field, what do you think is the most important parts? What is the things you have to master to drive up through the field?
You have to master patience. You have to master your lines. It takes a lot more than just raw pace. You have to be patient with the other drivers. Make sure, aware of your surroundings so you don't turn yourself. It's just, you have to also be aware of your fuel too when you're driving up at full speed.
Fuel's a big point you just made there, Nook. Talking about gas, getting to the end of the race, always looking for opportunities to make pit strategy happen. Nook, have you learned anything about what fuel runs might look like today?
I haven't got a look yet. Earlier, I was able to make a good 20 laps on fuel. It might be different here since we're going to have cautions throughout the race properly. And, yeah.
I think that's really good insight from Nook, but we're going to let you go now, Nook. Get ready for this race, and we've got someone else here in the booth.
Mister, hold on. I have to ask Nook a very important question really quick before he goes.
Okay, what are you going to say?
Nook, when you go to Chili's, what do you get in your triple dipper?
Yeah, I'm leaving VC.
Bro, that was a serious question.
Yo, will I get an interview for the crew chief?
No, screw you, stupid crew chief.
Bro got kicked from the group.
Me?
All right, let's move on now. Second place qualifier, and he was so close to it last night. Braxton, do you got me and NASCAR got here in the booth?
I have the important questions.
Braxton, we
This was
never
just
got to talk
weird.
to you after the race last night. Run me through that last lap and how you're gonna change it tonight. How are you gonna change your fate compared to what happened last night?
Be faster.
Rat qualifying second. You got the track position. What do you need to do to get by Finney
Okay.
and get to the point early in this race?
The bush. Whoa, watch your language, please. Kidding. No, it was a joke. I don't know what the language rules are in here. So just say whatever you want. I don't care. Brunswick, move real quick. I need to get a good picture.
Shut up.
Thank you.
And Braxton, before we turn
I'll
this
interview
interview
Connor.
over to Connor, I do have one more question for you, Braxton.
I have one too.
You mentioned points to make
Connor,
the
where are
playoff.
you?
Braxton, with the way that the playoffs have ended up turning out, it's winning you're in, and everybody's already filled up a spot. Knowing this now, what does this change about how you need to race to try and get this win?
Yeah, I just need this. It's my first D1 race. Yesterday was my first D2 race, and I drove my ass off yesterday. I had the pace, and I feel like I'm gonna make the playoffs in D2. D1, it'll be crucial for these wins, but I feel like I'll definitely be able to. Just with this being my first race, I just got to drive it hard. I'm gonna be aggressive, not Fenty aggressive, and drive through people, but I'm gonna be making moves early. If I fall back, I'm gonna drive right through the front.
All right, Braxton, good luck.
I have
You
one
look like
question.
Speed.
All right, I'm about
NASCAR
to
God,
get Connor.
this guy does not give us the time to ask questions more than like 3 questions.
By the way, I have never ordered a
I got
triple dipper
Connor over here.
Phillies, if you've ever asked that.
It's not a triple dipper. It's not a triple dipper. I promise.
Okay.
Okay. It's quick. I promise.
All right.
When you you go to the gas station, you're on a road trip. What's your go-to snack and drink combo?
Oh, this is a good one. Probably Chex-Mix, a Gatorade, and some trolleys.
Mhm.
Trolleys, whatever. you
What kind of
pronounce them.
gator? What kind of gator are we talking?
The light blue one. I don't know what it's called.
You're
The
gay.
light blue.
You're gay.
Valid.
You're gay.
That's valid. All right.
All
Not
right,
valid.
Good luck.
Braxton, starting second. Good luck. I think you got the pace. Go out there, get some redemption
you.
for last night.
Oh, hell yeah.
My photography
he
is
lost?
amazing so far. Oh,
All
they're
right.
rolling off.
He lost. Well, I
Fanny-
couldn't
Oh, they were.
introduce
Never mind.
Connor, so
Finney is off pit road. Brunswick has one more interview lined up for us here before we
Alright, I'll
get
go interview
racing here at this. Before we get racing here at Kentucky, one more interview. Trey, I'll turn this one over to you because you've been excited to do an interview. And we have Connor down in the pit road. Connor, this is me, Big Mist and the boys up in the booth. You got me?
No.
All right, Ben and then Brunswick.
ban
Yeah, I
him.
got you, mister.
He's not
All right,
cooperating.
Trey's got some questions for you
Mister.
before we get this green.
Let's hear it.
Alright, What's up, Connor? You're starting in fourth today at Kentucky. Well, no, fifth actually. Sorry, I saw you qualify. Saw you practicing. Pretty sure you got a fast car. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel like this 7 Rings Ariana Grande Mountain Dew Baja Midnight car has got some speed. During practice, we were pretty slow at first, made some adjustments, and then quickly was able to make solid lap times, consistent quick ones as well. And, able to put down, pretty quick laps occasionally that are quicker than my average. And I feel like, stay out of the trouble, get this thing up front. Feel like, we can contend for the lead, maybe even the win. Depends on how far and how the race plays out. But I feel like we got a solid car.
Correct. You have a lot. I will say there's a lot of good competitors here, just in the top five with you, like Kevin 34 and Braxton, and also Fenty. I mean, how do you think that's gonna play out when you have some drivers that you have a lot of experience with?
Well, I feel like those guys, they're as good as they are. They're, definitely going to be battling a lot. And I feel like if they, with their battling, they might end up wrecking each other, putting each other in the wall. Because this track, it can get pretty tight on exits or even an entry or mid corner. So I feel like, definitely, they might end up screwing each other around and, maybe get by.
Yeah. This is gonna be the last question. Then NASCAR God has to ask you a question.
Hey,
But
Trey,
Yes, I do.
Trey, can I stop you right there? I think there's a question that Connor needs to be asked that's very important, and we know
go ahead,
this
Mister.
from his
I
background.
think
Connor has roots in by Kentucky. He's known
yeah.
as a very special individual from Kentucky. Connor, what does that individual affect your mindset for specifically this Kentucky race?
Feel like, the idea of the car, the idea was made. I feel like definitely if I can get this win, tell her about it, I feel like it'd be pretty funny and cool. So I'm going to be driving a lot differently this race to definitely try to get that win specifically for the car being ran. But of course, any race, I'm going to, try to get the win.
I think she's gonna I think she's gonna be pretty happy if you win. But
All right.
also
Okay.
Connor, make Connor. By the way, it's not that complicated, okay?
It isn't. It's not that complicated.
It's not that complicated.
Okay.
All right,
Now
NASCAR
for
God,
my
ask you his
question.
question, and we'll be green.
Wait. You
Go
forgot me.
off.
Okay. For here. So when you go to Taco Bell, what's your go-to dessert? Cinnamon twists or like the Cinnabon Delight things?
None of them. It's a Baja Midnight and then the cheesy rolls.
That's
Nope,
not a
Crunchwrap.
dessert.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
get
not a
dessert.
dessert, buddy.
I don't get anything but that at Baja Blast.
All
Or
right.
at the
Okay,
Taco
fine.
Bell.
You know, you can leave then. Get out of my booth.
The officials are getting mad, NASCAR God. We're gonna get fired from
Everyone's
our
getting
job.
angry.
Yeah, they can
We
go. They
delayed
can
the
go.
race by 5 minutes. So,
Just let them go.
Connor, I
Connor,
know
I'm
you're
gonna stab you.
here. You got the roots here. Finish the deal today. Good luck.
Wait,
Thank you,
forgot
mister.
me.
Connor, I hope you wreck and die on the last lap. Get out of my damn
Oh,
booth.
damn. That's
I'm
kind of
kidding.
crazy. That's kind of
Wait,
My
crazy.
bad.
All right,
My bad.
caution out. Let's get these cars rolling here
wait,
at Kentucky.
Mister, you forgot me.
All right.
Jen, we
Damn,
don't
sit
have
down.
any more
we
interview
don't
time.
care.
We don't have time.
We have run out.
We'll interview you after the
Yeah.
race. After the race.
All right, after the race.
Yeah.
All right,
Also,
let me get my boy
You
down.
know what?
Bitch, you're not even
Mister,
racing. You're
just
suspended.
conveniently,
You're not
quote unquote,
important.
forget to interview him.
Yes, please
All
do.
right, fellas.
You know he can hear us.
No, he can't. He
Yeah,
just
I know.
left.
It was a joke.
All right.
Mister.
So we can't have Trey and NASCAR God on pit reporter booth. That would be weird.
Well, then I'll
we
be in the
can.
booth with you, and NASCAR God, you be pit reporter. I'll be in the booth with Mister.
Well, they're in NASCAR. In real NASCAR, there's 2 pit reporters. We can both be pit reporters.
Yeah,
I'll
but
just let
there's
you
only
do it.
one announcer.
I'll let you do it, and then I'll be in the booth with Mister. I'll just.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Wait, am I still gonna be in like the call with you guys or no?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the pit reporter.
Vinny
You're
and
gonna be in the
Kevin
call.
getting ready to do it at Kentucky. 100 laps of Cup Series racing. Who's going to get it done today? Into the Geico restart zone. We are underway from Kentucky.
Oh my lord! Already, Mister.
That Coca-Cola machine has Vinny got a great restart. 4 wide behind. Wow, around.
Turns around. Six is around.
It's Calamity
That
in
was a
turn
4 cars.
134 on the bottom. We'll get through in second.
No, I feel left out because I can't commentate in this event road.
Nice restart. I must say, the driver of the number 9.
On the 34, up the track they go. Oh my goodness, it's Calamity on this restart 34 with a very good exit to turn 4. And now down the front stretch, Finney leads lap 1. Trey, you understand, when I stop speaking, it's your turn, buddy.
I know.
I have news down from the 6 box, mister.
Yes.
The six car said over the radio, he said he's not happy with Devin after that turn 1 incident.
Six is not.
He said that he is not very happy with Devin after the turn 1 incident. And the 6 car said that he will retaliate if he gets a chance.
Thank you for that info, Master God. Very good info that we should know. Fenty's still leading the field.
We definitely don't need.
34 using the higher side, trying to see what he can do. But Nook up to third with Connor, another teammate behind, and Devin and Kevin side by side for about last place, approximately.
Big my 34.
But back to some action. We got a battle behind this. You see, Braxton, Connor, and the unsponsored number 56 are all battling. There's 2 side by side. Connor get into the wall, 3 abreast for 4th place. But Connor and the 56 get ahead in this particular race.
The 71 of 34 now lunges to the bottom of Finney. Finney now up the track. There'll be not even a car lick apart off turn 4. And if you look behind him, Nook closing in with a big run. This will be a 3-horse race by the end of the lap.
That's my boy.
Side into turn 1, 34, and Finney. Into the wall goes Finney. Nook on the bottom trying to capitalize. Can he get there before 34 gets clear?
34 still not clear, side by side with Fenty still. Nook still trying to close in. He likes to see them battling. Them battling is what's helping him catch up. And a big send. Oh, he almost gets into 34, but now Nook is right by the leaders. Connor and the 56 still side by side. What a performance. They've been side by side since last. Oh God, they're into each other. 56 around into Kevin in the number 5 machine. Gets on 2 wheels. The yellow flag will come out on lap 6.
The 6 of Connor, the 9 of Connor, the 56. It is Calamity in turn 1. Caution out for the first time today. Finney, 34, and Nook going to be the top 3.
Mister, we're getting word down here at pit road. The 56 will receive a penalty for that incident.
Oh, Brunswick, let me join.
He will be sent back for the restart 56 after that incident down in turn 1.
Someone tell Brunswick to unlock the server, because
that looked like a pretty aggressive move from the number 56, I must say. Senator spinning now, Devin spinning out under pit road, and the number Orioles 95 machine.
I'll be right back.
The 11, Finney, takes this field under caution. 34 runs second. And I think the key thing we learned from that first run is Finney had the qualifying speed. I don't think race speed is going to be his suit right now. We saw 34 absolutely eating into his lead, and as well Nook. I think that right now, the thing that you're going to have to watch is Finney. He's going to have to figure out the lines, and he's going to have to figure them out fast, or he'll be eaten alive by Nook and 34 on this restart.
It's going to be green this time, says the BRL Sprint Cup Series official. Coming back to the restart, the Geico restart zone at Kentucky. Once again, green flag.
Down into turn 1, Nook's going to hold it on the outside, but it was a great jump by the front 2 rows. 4 wide, big sends again. 3 wide, 4 wide, still. 3 wide coming down the backstretch. Nook looking to the bottom for the race lead. Nook looking all around. He wants the point, and right now, just nowhere for him to get it. He's still on the bottom. 34 is waiting. He knows his move is near. Nook to the bottom. Oh, Nook gets sideways. Almost around. Keeps it straight and takes the lead. Into the wall goes Benny. Benny around from the point. Into the wall. Nobody hits him. Now Connor and Brack are involved.
Must say that was a little bit deserved for Fenton, number 11. We saw him get into the wall, come down on Nook. Nook did the same thing by accident, and Fenny just came down on Connor. I know Connor in the number 9 machine is going to be mad. NASCAR God, tell us what you heard from the driver of the number 9.
Yeah, actually, he's been very quiet on the radio since that incident. We have not seen much, but the crew chief down here is just shaking his head after that incident.
Yeah, you
Not
can
seem
go
very
and watch exactly how this all gets started. Looks like coming through the tribal, Nook comes back up, Finney gets doored, comes back off the wall, and I'm not sure if he just couldn't get it straight or if he was trying to turn the 4 car, but he just got himself turned around backwards in the corner, and it looked like everybody was good. Connor was on the gas really hard. That'll get him, Braxton, and Freezy involved in this crash, getting ready to head down to Progressive Pit Road. What can we expect, Trey?
Well, I don't know what we're going to expect. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of drivers pitting. Very interesting. But Nook in the number 4 will stay out. I must say, Nook has been pretty good with field strategy sometimes, and sometimes he hasn't. You never know what we're going to see out of the driver of the number 4. While the rest of the field pits, NASCAR God, you're the pit road reporter. Tell us what you got.
Yeah, Mike 34 pitting from second here. He said, car feels great this run. Just gas it up and get me back out on track.
Oh, really?
Also, shut the hell up.
Race off pit road, getting ready to ensue. This is one of the best parts of every single round of pit strategy. And heading off of pit road, we'll see the 9 of Connor get right up there, but it's still 34 in P1.
Mister, we're getting word Fenty got a speeding penalty on pit road. He will remain at the back of the pack for this restart.
Oh, we got a spinner. It's Braxton, the 45 machine. Over by the Xfinity 10G sign. He is around.
Okay.
He gets hit by Finney.
45 car got up in the air in that incident. We'll have to come back down pit road for damage.
And I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's a merit. While we're under caution, Trey and NASCAR guy, would you like to trade positions for this green flag run?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing about it is Trey, there was a couple of awkward moments where we were just super quiet, and you know, I don't think you knew what to say. I was putting you on the spot, kinda. So I just want to see what NASCAR God has to bring to the booth here under this next green flag stint.
Well, you are the senior commentator.
Well, you know, I'm just trying to mix it around. Kevin's going to go.
Yeah,
What has happened here? They're too wide at the choose, and I don't think that's allowed. I think one of those drivers will either be forced to the outside or the back. They'll actually settle it pretty simply. Freezy will get the spot. It'll be Nook and Devin restarting on the front row. That Ford JBL
switch over a couple of yellows, Trey, if you wanna.
All right.
That Ford JBL machine has been out in front for a couple of laps now. We're back underway here at Kentucky.
Yeah, Nook leads him to the green. 34 looked to get a bad restart. Looks like that 95 car got to his outside. Connor up here now, battling for second. Up into the wall, though. He's going to fall all the way back. I believe that's the 5 on the inside of the 71. Yes, it is. He's looking for second. The 6 car now. He fell back in that first incident on the very first lap. He has made his way through the field.
Bottom. It's Calamity now. Crashing Connor.
Oh, Connor, 2 cars around in the back.
Jaden will somehow get through it with pretty much nothing. I don't know how, but that is not going to bring out the caution. It'll instead be a huge detriment for the 9 and the 84. The 4 and the 5 of Nook and Kevin lead here at the backstretch of Kentucky.
That 4 and 9 car, man, just up here for second, and then now all the way in the back. we have the 71. He fell back to 4th. Looks like that calamity last time through 3 and 4 and down the backstretch. He just could not quite keep up with those front cars. Look at that 5 car though. He has gotten up here on this restart, and he has been right on the back bumper of Nook since the green flag came back out. He is
Here comes
looking
Vinny on the
to
bottom.
fight
There was
his way.
big contact from 34.
There's side-by-side battle for the lead.
Now the 4 of Nook to the bottom. Whoa, Devin gets spun into the outside wall. He'll manage to get through it unscathed. The race for the lead still 4 cars under a blanket wrapped up in a bun and a bow. And now racing for this lead, aggressive as ever. 4 wide for the lead.
I would have wrecked them.
And this, you gotta wonder if that instant with Devin there, was it the 6 that got into him? Because I remember him earlier in the race. He said on the radio he wasn't very happy with him. He would retaliate if he got a chance.
What is happening with Braxton? What was happening with Braxton over there? But I'm very confused with that. He was over in the grass. Didn't see how that got started with him. But here comes 34 to the bottom, contact with Kevin. Here comes that 11. Nook, he's getting absolutely drilled. And Freezy actually making a good run up towards the top 5.
You gotta wonder, is Nook fuel saving? Because remember, he said on that last yellow, everyone else pitted. Is he fuel saving, or has the field just figured something out and that he hasn't quite figured out yet, and he just cannot keep up with them? I believe Nook may be fuel saving, but I cannot for sure guarantee or deny that.
Sorry to cut you off there, NASCAR got missed it, but we have some tension on the track. The 6 is like crashing out. Big issues. Now he's sending it into the wall. I don't know who he's arguing with, but when I find out, I'll get back to you guys in a bit.
And I do want to put on the NASCAR God's point. He was talking about Nook. Honestly, I think what you'll notice here is that Kevin and 34 were back in traffic. You saw him having a fight with Finney. Now that he's up at the front of this thing, 34 may go out uncontested here at Kentucky, but Kevin's going to give him a fight if there's anyone for him to give. Maybe the best driver in all of MWRT in terms of speed. At least at one point, this was the man to beat at pretty much every track. 34 has picked up the pace in terms of where he's running. Started this run, I actually had some concerns about how fast Kevin got past the leader Nook. Now the 5 out in front can't keep himself there though. The 71 of 34 drove by and has not gotten past back, and Kevin cannot keep the mistakes gone.
Mister, you gotta wonder though, if by some miracle this race does run green to the end, where will Nook end up with his off strategy? And also look at the comeback Connor has made up to 4th, gets up to 2nd on that restart, gets spun, making his way back up into 4th, trying to get to Nook now. Will he move him once he gets there, or will he play nice? We'll see what Connor will do.
I think he'll be pretty conservative when he gets there to Nook, but he's got about 3 cars behind him that may not be as nice to him as he's willing to be to the 4. And I will tell you this much, when it comes to Connor, it's like he's the comeback kid, man. Connor in that 9 car, comeback kid. I'm calling him that for the rest of this race if I get the opportunity. You watch him every time out here. Goes out here, he finds himself somewhere in the middle of the pack at some point and somehow finds a way to make a good day out of a bad one or a mediocre one. He got crashed on the restart, now up to 4th, like you said, and chasing down the 4 of Nook as we go up towards the lead. 34 now, starting to get a little bit of distance between him and his most close adversary, the 5 of Kevin. And Kevin, a long and illustrious history in the MWRT League. This isn't the MWRT League. This is BRL, and 34 is making sure he knows it.
Side by side to 3rd, it looks like Connor finally gets to Nook. He did not seem like he was going to use a bumper. He got a run, went down to the inside, and now he's looking to clear. Connor, I believe, will be clear after this corner. Now, also, you gotta wonder, like I said, is Nook fuel saving though? Did he just let him by to not fight with him? Because Nook, if now that he's, Nook looks like he's gonna be pitting. Now you gotta wonder, how is Nook's off strategy moves though? How is this going to affect him in the long run? If this race stays green, which since that first original yellow, things seem to have been at least decently somewhat calm. Where will Nook come out on track relative to the leader? And if this thing runs green, which strategy is going to be the one? Which strategy is going to be better? Nook's off strategy or the main strategy with the field?
Well, the problem that you're talking about is that he is going to end up losing time from the fact that he was already in third, now going to come out almost a lap down, if not a lap down. It's going to be Nook basically
once he gets up to
the
speed, he'll
leader
be a
off
lap
the
down.
pit road. He's going to be not a lap down. That's a sigh of relief in the four camp, because if he can keep himself on the lead lap, that not only guarantees him the run at getting the free pass, getting a caution as well, just getting that caution. But the problem here is that Nook, his strategy only works under very specific circumstances that I don't think will be met in this race.
Here's what I think. I think that even if 34 does run down Nook, I believe that Nook is fast enough that if a yellow were to come out, he would be the first car lap down. If someone else is getting lapped, then they've got to be pretty slow. But Nook was solidly running third and fourth until he pitted. And now I believe, though, if he gets lapped, he might be able to just maintain right with 34. You got to think, was he fuel saving before he pitted? He fell back to about fourth. But, I mean, like I said, the field might just figure something out, and Nook might have just been slow in comparison. But we will never know until maybe post-race if we ask him.
I was looking back at this I was looking back at the thing, and looking back at it, it's pretty sure that the driver, the number 4, Nook, was fuel saving. He he was saving fuel while also maintaining fourth. So he has much more fuel than the rest of the field. We still don't know how his fuel is going to play out. A caution could come out, ruin the strategy. But if we're going all the way, Nook might have a good strategy here, but he's going to have to worry about it as Devin is coming out of pit road too. He took some fuel. He has a couple set of tires left. But yeah, I don't know how Nook's strategy is going to work out yet.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and say it. While everybody's up there watching 34, Nook, and Devin, and their strange strategies, 34 up to the outside, he's going to lap both of them. But look further back. Now that these lap cars are scuffling with 34, Connor just making himself known. He's imposing his will. He's hammering those lap times, and the gap is coming down significantly.
Connor, though, like you were saying, he is very fast at the moment. He's probably the fastest car on track. He's got to get to the 5 first, though. But the 5, if the 71 keeps battling with those lap cars, the 5 will catch him. And then he will get in that battle as well, which will slow him down, which will help Connor get there. And then I believe Connor, depending on how he deals with traffic, Connor could get out to the lead and go run off with it.
No, give the bumper to 34.
More cars in pit road. That's going to be Fenty. And now looking back at it, NASCAR God and Mista. I just checked Nook's strategy. He was saving at the right amount. I'm pretty sure this strategy that he did is pretty good, and I'm pretty sure he's saving right now. So you never know how that's going to play out. He could have a good strategy, but there's going to be another set of pit stops. So we're just going to see how that works out for Nook. This could get him maybe a win, or if not a podium. I know a good podium. He's over here battling.
Devin got into 34.
You gotta think though, 34, like you said, he got bumped by Nook. The Devin got into him. Is this going to affect how he races them? They seem to be racing each other just fine. They seem to more be focused on the leader.
I promise you it affects how 34 is going to race him, because 34 is not someone that likes being bullied around by cars that are not as fast as him. Right here, he's going to overdrive the corner a little bit so that he can get clear. Actually, I think he drove it perfectly. But the thing is, even with this lap traffic battling, 34 is still gaining on the 5 of Kevin.
Now, the 4 car, he looks like he was just bullying the 95 a bit. Now he is driving up to the 71. what's he going to do to 71 once he gets there? Because at the moment, like I said, Nook is probably going to be the fastest of any lap car we get. He's maintaining pace to the leader, so he's in the free pass. The 95, where has he gone? The second place car of Kevin has gone by him as well now. Nook looks like, I think he got on the wall there. But can Nook drive back up to 34 and unlap himself, or will he have to hope for a caution?
Devin's controller dying on him. His controller died, and that is going to give him a bad position to be in. He'll have to pit with Nook, and that is going to take a couple of laps off of his gas run that he can't afford.
Mister, I've noticed something. I've been spectating Nook most of this time, but something I've noticed is it looks like the 5 is coming to frame more and more. Is the 5 car catching? I think the 5 car may be catching 34.
Let's see, I'm gonna.
Is he catching 34? If you look at the ticker, it tells you no. 1.7 seconds. That is an increasing gap between the 71 and the 5. The question is, could there be a recent change in momentum? You see 34 miss the bottom, and Nook is getting right back into frame with the 71.
Yeah, I believe that 34, he is honestly most likely going to win this race. Unless Nook's strategy works out for him and 34 is not able to get back up here, I believe if nothing happens, Nook's strategy doesn't work out, 34 will be your best bet to win this race. 34 is, as Miss said, probably one of the fastest drivers we have here in NWRT. And he's good at fuel saving, he's really just good all around. I think 34 is gotta be the guy you bet your money on. Or Nook. Nook's strategies, 34 has outright speed.
You said good at fuel saving. You know what necessarily 34 doesn't do all that well? Is awareness of his fuel. And he's pitting now, getting ready to do that. But something you'll notice with 34 is his speed can consume him sometimes, and that will cost him races, because the reality of it is when he goes up there and he gets to focusing on racing line, you see he just missed pit road.
I don't think he missed it. I think he wasn't planning on pitting
No,
this
you
time.
can see he slowed down to 130 off the exit of the corner. He was coming, and he missed pit road. He'll be coming this time, I think. 34 missed
sure? It
pit
looks like he
road.
missed that intentionally.
Mr. I just want to say this right now. I just want to say this. Looking at 34's view, if he wanted to, he could stay out and still save. I don't think he was trying to pit. I think he was trying to stay out, see how long he can last, trying to get better. But yeah, see, he's just trying to see if he can save, how much he can save. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm gonna find out soon.
Yes,
I think he chose not to pit for significant extra laps. I'm not sure if he chose to stay out, but it really looked, the way he got down there on the apron and everything, like he missed pit road.
Connor in the pits.
Now you can see the time being gained on 34. He's got significantly more gas than everybody, but yet again, it's about awareness of that gas that sometimes will eat 34 up. Because here's what will happen is he'll be so focused on trying to make pace, he'll forget all about his gas, and he'll end up running out, or he'll end up pitting at the wrong lap, having to pit a second time, and end up losing races because of that.
I missed the on that comment you said.
Connor out of pit road right now. He took some fresh Sunoco fuel, full fuel actually, trying to see what he can do in the number 9 car. He's up to Kevin. Kevin's gonna have to pit this time though. I'm pretty sure. Kevin's gonna have to pit soon, so it's gonna be Connor and Nook. The question is, can they get their free pass before 34? We don't know when 34 is gonna pit. We don't know when 34 is gonna pit, but the question is, can 34 make sure to keep these guys a lap down, or will they get their lap back in time? And how will the gap be?
The 5 of Kevin into pit road.
Mister, on that note you said, before Kevin pitted though, it seemed like he had slightly more gas than 34 actually. I was looking at both of them. 34 had, it looked like about 50 milliliters less than 34 did. Or wait, no, 34 had 15
Kevin in the
less than
pit
Kevin.
road. He's still Kevin in the pit road. He
He
gets in the center.
Senator, who was going a lap down. The 5 gets into Senator, and that is going to cost him measurable time to 34.
34 looking to put, I believe, almost everyone on the track a lap down except for himself. Is there anyone
Drives
else
it to the
that I'm missing?
bottom. He's slowing way down. He's coming. It looks like this time. No, he doesn't. He stays out again. That was a really weird angle he took to that corner. Makes me very start to consider how much 34 is considering saving gas.
Well, Mr.
He may have just been trying to get around the lap car of Kevin.
Looking at it, Mr. 34 can save about one more lap, in my opinion. And so he will have to fit. I'm pretty sure he's trying to stay into lap 45, maybe. You never know what that driver in the number 71 could do. I don't think that if he's trying to get to lap 45, I don't think it's going to work out in his favor. He gets the bump by the 5, but you guys
No, he's coming this time. He knows he can't go another lap.
Nook unlapped. 34 still the leader. Nook and Kevin side by side. Nook is going to take it. Okay.
You gotta wonder though, will Nook make it back around and battle for the lead once 34 comes out? Or will Nook be way behind 34 once he pits?
I believe they're going to be a significant distance behind 34 once they come out of pit road. I think 34 running it long, stayed out of traffic, all the things. I think the 71. Oh my goodness, Center's out of gas on the back straightaway. The caution's going to fly here.
Will it?
Yeah.
Senator
yes, it will.
He's off track. Oh.
Wait, will this save Nook? Nook is low on gas. Nook's wrecking.
This helps 34. 34 still leading the field. I know 34's pissed to see this.
Yes, I think strategy just got leveled by that.
Nook has his pitting signal on. I believe Nook's going to come under this yellow. This may help him out a bit strategy-wise. He won't have to pit under green. He'll still be with the pack. And he'll have more fuel than 34. He'll have the most fuel out of anyone in the pack. Oh, Nook around, turn 4. Saves it. What a save.
I know 34.
These boys are just having
the best
fun.
strategy. He was gonna have even more of a gap. Pitted for full fuel right there. I pitted for full fuel and for a good year tires. So I mean, I just want to see. I really want to hear from 34 right now, but I can't. I just want to hear how pissed he is from how
you know what's really into the favor of this caution right here? If he knows what to do, is the 4 of Nook. He is 1,700 milliliters shorter than pretty much anyone else out there. Now he can come and pit, reset, be on the same gas, if not more gas, than everybody on the speedway. He will lose the track position, but that 4 car's fast enough to get around and do it again. Pit road getting ready to open. We'll throw it down to Trey.
Yeah, a bunch of people coming down pit road. It's gonna be 34 still coming back down to pit road. Pretty sure the number 71 is gonna take 25% Sunoco fuel. Kevin following behind. Most of these drivers have pitted already, but they're coming back for a second round. They're probably gonna get 25 maybe, but Nookie's gonna probably have to take full. You never know. I just want to see how this strategy is going to play out. Will 34 still be in the lead? Will Kevin get the lead? Connor already out of the pit road. Okay.
We have someone standing on Nook's car.
34 gets out. 34 gets out, followed by Kevin.
Yeah, bro, Nook's car is going to
and Connor. I know. Good strategy by these drivers, I must say. Nook is going to come out in approximately 5th place. Fenty following behind in 6th.
Didn't he get lapped? Oh, no, he unlapped himself in 34. Look at the 6 car. Where did he come from? He was almost a lap down. And out of nowhere, front row restart for him. The field, through 3 and 4. Coming to the green.
The 6 of HFJ on the front row now.
Oh, thank you. That's his name. Out of turn 4, the field comes to the restart zone. Near the Geico restart zone they come. Green flag's gonna wave once again here in Kentucky. I almost called this Texas.
I think the 6 is actually gonna get a better restart because 34 had to lift the 6 of HFJ to the point, but not for very long. 34 is gonna run it off the track. Now, just an inch separating the two from the fence, and Kevin will capitalize to the bottom.
I know.
Kevin gonna
31.
come through due to 34's mistake down in turn 1. He washed up the track. Looked like it got him and 6 into the wall. The
No,
5 car gonna go through on the bottom now.
They
6
tangled.
around.
HFJ around and into pit road.
How sad is that? Oh, yellow's out.
Caution.
Restarts on the front
HFJ.
row and then just gets
HFJ
involved in
on
an
the
incident.
radio. HFJ on the radio, very pissed off at the number 9, even though the 9 made a mistake. I saw everything happen. He yells out, yell on the radio. Will this cause tension between him and the 9 as the 45 comes back on the track? 45, he had some issues. They have to pull him into the garage. The car's fixed. He's going to be back on the lead lap, I guess, says the officials. So now the 9 will be to the back. The 9 will be getting penalties as Fenty gets on the radio, says my bad.
And I'm not exactly sure how the 9 got started with this. This might have gotten started further back. I don't know what happened. It looked like Connor just turns him blatantly.
And Mister, look who was in the lead right when the yellow came out. This is why the 71 and the 6 tangling on that restart really benefits Kevin. Because now he will head to the lead. He has the lead as they come into pits. He's got to maintain that. He's got a little bit of a gap in pit road, too. If he can just
That is the
maintain that
key.
gap.
Trey will take it down to you. Or we won't take it down to Trey.
I believe Trey fell asleep on pit road.
Yeah, I think he's dead here on pit road.
I think he went to go get a chicken sandwich or something. I think he got hungry. I understand. It does get hungry. It does get kind of hungry.
Well, it is Kentucky, so the supply is plentiful and nearby.
Yeah, Kentucky has some good snacks. They have some really good peanut M&Ms at Kevin's Cornball Shack in the infield.
Sandwiches that you referred to.
Yes, obviously there's the obvious. But Kevin's Cornball Shack in the infield, like center of the infield, has some really good peanut M&Ms. They're not even M&Ms, they're like off-brand. They kind of make them themselves, but they're similar to M&Ms, you know what I mean? They're chocolate covered peanuts.
You might be the biggest cornball here.
No, that's just the name. It's not a cornball. Kevin's really this guy.
All right, we're back on the way.
You ever met him? Kevin LePage is a nice guy.
Back underway here. Kevin jumps out to a great lead, but here comes Finney up the bottom. Finney wants
And they're going to send it on his inside.
And having are not in the same category. Right now, Kevin away with the lead. Connor drives the second, and 34 falls to 7th. Contact between Connor and Fenty.
Does Connor have anything for Kevin? Once Connor gets in clean air and does not have to play with anyone.
In front of traffic. Nobody involved somehow.
Will Connor be able to stay up here with Kevin? Look behind him, HFJ, what a comeback. But will he rough up Connor for that incident that brought out that last yellow? We'll see.
Oh boy. I think we see a scuffle over here in turn 3.
Down the backstretch, the 6 car going to be behind the 9. He seems to be just relaxing behind him for now. He doesn't seem to be doing anything too crazy. We'll see if that changes when they get down to turn 1. He looks to the inside of Connor. Connor is going to block him now.
Hey,
what happened into 1 and 2?
Connor to the bottom. Wants the lead. Can't get it there, but he has the pace to pass him.
Looking 3 wide behind, 34 on the outside of Nook and Fenty. Nook gonna back out. Looks like 34 is now gonna be side by side with Fenty on the outside. Fenty, slide job. Fenty, I believe, just put it in the wall. That was honestly really stupid. I don't know why he just threw it in there like that. That's just Fenty, I guess.
Connor made a mistake over in 3, and that'll cost him time to the 5 of Kevin.
6 star into the wall.
But man, he's just driving his wheels off. This is a track that means so much to him, and he is so close to winning here and making it all worth it. The 5 of Kevin in his way. There is contact between the 9 and the 6, and into the wall is Kevin. They are closing on the 5 of Kevin.
Mr. Look back and forth. Look who has made a comeback. 34 is jumping from 7th up to 4th since his restart. Is 34 going to get there? The 6-star clear for second now. All he's got in his way is Kevin.
On debut, trying to do something, but he's still got to go another 48 laps. If my voice just cracked so bad, I think I should
I know that.
commentary.
Nista, you're sir muted for 5 minutes for that.
You're
I'm the only
bummed.
commentator now. No, you like men. Anyways, Nista, no commentating for 5 minutes for you.
And he might be able to catch Kevin.
Oh, Connor, looks like he bumped HFJ there. But look behind Connor. 34 is bearing down on him. Is this the reason Connor seems so frantic?
There is franticity if you're the 9, because you know what 34 is capable of. 18 wins last season. He wants to get at least one this season, and today would be a day on that calendar that he's not going to turn down.
You can feel it in the air. 34 has brought the electricity to this track. 34 has been the fastest guy all day long. Now, after a mid-race restart, he could lose that, but there's still plenty of time for him to get back out up front to the lead. But question is, will he? He seemed to have a bit of struggle with traffic. So can 34 make his way through traffic and get back up to the front and go win this race?
And this isn't
pushing
slow
Connor at the
traffic
moment.
either. The 9 of Connor, when he was behind, Kevin was able to... Never mind, Connor! Around goes Connor back up to 4th, but the damage is done. His run killed him back to 5th.
Connor's still almost, he's now fully up to speed as they head into 3. Connor now has got to be very upset after that. That looked like the 6 overdrove the corner, got in the wall. Connor was just running his line, didn't seem like there was much he could do there. Got up the track, got into the 6, and just went around.
All 34 is going to get in the mess as well. HFJ is a mess right now, and 34 is getting to witness it firsthand.
You've got to think, HFJ, I don't know if did 34 move him there, or did HFJ hit the wall on his own?
Here comes Nook!
Here comes Nook!
Nook on the bottom, trying to get this run going back. And HFJ holding on the outside of 34. Where did that run come from?
I think Nook might have pushed him.
Boy, 34 is in peril right now. And Nook on the bottom.
He's got HFJ attacking on the top, and Nook looking to dive to the inside on the bottom.
Contact Nook and HFJ up to the wall. He's going to just back
around again.
Oh my goodness. Into an extension with a hard
impact. Braxton in it. That's 3 cars. Would that be a yellow? Is that not a caution?
Unbelievable. We have not seen a caution. Where's the caution?
What are these officials doing? Like, fire them. Jeez.
That was a 3-car incident at the back. There is the caution.
Finally, very late caution. You gotta wonder about the officials.
I don't know. Brunswick, he has to go through a whole menu of things, and I think he was also partially invested in what was going on.
I believe they may have visually called the caution after, because it looked like once the 9-car got on the backstretch field was already slowed down to pace speed. I believe they may have just not put out the actual flag yet. But they must have communicated to the drivers. Fenty looked like he's almost... Connor didn't hit the pit limiter. Connor, that's going to ruin his strategy. Connor's either going to have to go to the back, I believe, because he's going to have to respawn. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Curious George, excuse me.
Curious Connor.
Yeah, because bro's curious about how to win. Anyways.
Okay.
Well then. But, Connor.
Kevin, with the race for second, 34 easily going to take that. The race for third, Nook. And 4th is going to HFJ. You
gotta wonder, is there a rivalry brewing between 6 and the 9? Then the 6 was already upset with the 9 for a previous incident. The 9 has now ran into him twice when he's on the wall, which has gotten the 9 spun around. Is there going to be a rivalry brewing there? We'll see.
The outside lane on the choose has not been the preferential lane. People have jumped back 2 or 3 rows just to not get the outside. And Nook, who's third, is going to be restarting on the front row. What do they know that we don't hear about this outside lane at Kentucky? We're back
That's the thing,
underway.
mister. These guys don't know anything. That's why they race here, because they don't know. They don't think.
Buddy, these guys are beating Kevin right now. We're going to talk about don't think.
No, mister. I was in when they were talking during the call there. That's some of the guys talking before qualifying or during qualifying. And so one of the kids in there, I don't remember who it was, or maybe one of the driver's children, said, "This is where I come not to think." And those guys said, "Yeah, exactly. So why are you doing your homework here, kid?" So, that's where those comments were inspired from.
Buddy, none of these guys have kids. Are we sure that wasn't Trey?
No, I'm pretty sure I said that, actually. I have the memory of a squirrel, my bad, yo.
Here comes Nook to the bottom. He's found some pace, and he's gonna take
Wait,
this
who's
way.
Nook?
Kevin up the speedway. Here comes Nook. HFJ as well wants a piece.
Hey, mister, you want some pickle flavored hot Cheetos?
We got a race to talk about here, and we still got a lot of laps before we can talk about pickle flavored hot Cheetos. As Nook looking at the bottom, not going to be leaning on Kevin, and there is a big push to get drivers like Kevin eliminated from this server.
You're too serious, mister.
Due to their affiliations with the MWRT League, which they consider a more professional league than what this league actually is, and this is what brews because
This
of
league
it.
compared to the MWRT League is like a bunch of filthy rednecks. You know, I'm not going to finish that statement. I was going to say something that probably isn't appropriate for TV.
When you look at this, you have guys like Nook willing to do what it takes to beat guys like Kevin because they don't even want to be racing guys like Kevin. They would much rather be racing in a field with simply the non-MWRT drivers. And that is exactly why Nook is willing to race Kevin so hard coming down the back stretch and in to turn 3 and 4. Now he's got work to do if he wants to get back there and have another shot at it. 34's got traffic to get through. And he doesn't have a lot of laps, only 36 left.
Mister, would you like a chocolate-covered pretzel?
We have a race to talk about.
Okay. And so the Rolex 24 drives, they're talking about how some guy can sing, sleep, and drive at the same time. So.
Yeah, well, guess what? That's a 24-hour race. This is a 24-minute race half the time.
Yeah, well, it's 100 laps, and it's felt like 24 years. So can we have a little fun in this booth, please, and stop being so frickin' serious?
Yeah.
You need to stop being so mature and start being stupid with me.
Yeah, well, guess what? When we don't be mature, we get whooped by guys like Kevin here at Kentucky, which is what Kevin has been doing. And,
Well, good thing we're not racing then, stupid. Anyways,
fair enough.
Mister, are you going to sign up for my Sim Series? 2026 series is open. If you'd like to sign up.
I don't know. The 5 of Kevin out in front of the 4 of Nook, and Nook has managed to really just stabilize that gap. Every time he enters lower, it feels like Kevin is going to grab the fence a good chunk, and that is going to allow Nook to hammer into that lead, and he sees
I got a bag of pickle hot
door
Cheetos.
of
You want them?
opportunity opening up in front of him. He wants to take it here on lap 67.
Alright, that's a no. 67?
Why do you think I brought it up?
Oh. Never mind, y'all can't cancel me. I'm gonna bounce on it.
About a tenth of a second that lap. Kevin just running the outside. I don't really like where Kevin is on this track. Up by the wall. I think he's slowing down way too much for what Nook is able to do. On the bottom, doing just as well without Without the extra distance, Nook's performance on the bottom is going to be crucial to driving up and winning this race, especially because there's no way Kevin's going to give the outside to Nook. I don't think Nook's going to give the inside to Kevin.
I look at my water bottle.
Nook is going to go to the outside this time, NASCAR God, and look at here, Nook is trying to make the outside work. I don't think that's going to help him very much. He wasn't very fast from the outside the last time he went up there.
Well, here's what it looks like me.
The
Nook
gap
is
is
doing offline stretch.
unstable and
Enter high and exit
Kevin
low.
into the fence. Here comes Nook to the bottom.
Mister, I have a guest here with me in the booth. My puppy. Her name is Peanut, and she'd like to say hi.
Whoa, there's contact. The 5 is not going to let him go through.
Hello. Mister, I have 2 guests, actually. 2 puppies.
Sigma.
Oh, never mind. It's about to be 3. Come here, Scout.
Buddy, are you about to make them?
No, they're crawling on me. They want attention.
Here comes Nook back to the inside. He's got
baby Scout. Get off me.
Goes under.
Are you gonna sit with me?
Kevin's gonna
You
give
good
it
boy?
the side slams.
You
Kevin
good boy?
not willing
Get a
to
bark.
give it up to Nook. Nook not willing to give it up to
Get a
Kevin.
bark.
A huge send from Nook into Kevin. They're slamming doors. The Ford JBL machine of Nook is out in front now, NASCAR God. And this thing still got 30 more laps of this intense, action-packed, side-by-side race in
goodness.
Kentucky.
Mister, do you know how long a fuel run is?
How long the fuel run is? I don't know, but I don't think 30 laps is in the cards. One more stop at least. And guess who's starting to hammer the needle with Nook and Kevin up there battling? The Knight of Connor trying to do it for his home state and special someone. It's a home away from home for Connor in Kentucky.
No, here's what I think, Mister.
He's
I think
trying
there's 2
to
strategies.
represent him with a win. Kevin trying to represent Nook with his front bumper right now. Nook holding strong on the outside.
I believe there's 2 strategies here right now, Mister. There is the run it out and then pit strategy, or there's the run until you can make it and then pit strategy and then see. But I think both strategies will probably be just about even. Unless
I think right now there's going to be a lot of contact for the point. Neither one of these boys want to give it up. And both of them know the meaning of winning this race for Nook. It means the playoffs for Kevin. It's his second victory on the season. Into the inside of Nook. He needs the playoffs, and he is there to take it.
Fix your ears, dude. You look like a sub. You look like a fighter pilot. Fighter jet. Mister, I turned my dog into a fighter jet, but anyways, I think, so here's what I think the only real difference in the strategies might be, is that if someone decides to do the run, alright, here's what I think. So, I don't know how long the fuel run is, like, about how long to make it on laps, but my guess is it's about 20-ish laps, I believe.
A big send from Nook to the bottom.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Scout.
Trying not to miss the action. I'm also trying to listen to your pitch strategy. It's a hard thing to do. It's a hard balance to make. Wow, Nook got all the way sideways. Kevin's in the fence. They both got together on entrance and both get slowed down significantly.
Right. Here's what I think works. Is that my guess is about 20 to 25 laps on fuel run. They can run it out to there, and then I'm guessing from where they will probably make it to about 15, 10 to go. I think somewhere in that range. I can't guarantee that, so do not take my word for that. But let's say, so that's at least about a 10, 15 lap difference in the lap that someone on first strategy might pit and the lap that the next guy might pit. Well, if you are Nook and you decide to pit once you can make it and just run out to the end.
Kevin's spinning from the lead.
Only difference I'd say is that if Nook is faster than Kevin, he can gain enough time that once Kevin does eventually pit, once he's almost out of gas, Nook will be able to take the lead on pit road due to being faster.
The strategy may be done. The caution is out.
Oh, and there goes my strategies. Well, I thought I drew up a good strategy. Frickin' Connor ruined it. Connor, you're not getting a post-race interview. We're not interviewing Connor anymore. Not
They
that I
started to
actually get
slow
to
up.
choose
You
that,
can
but
tell.
Connor's not getting like a Mr. Just so you know, after the race though, I get to ask one of my special unique questions to every driver before they leave. And if you don't let me, then you're banned
See.
and you're gonna get my questions are Siegman.
Well,
And if someone
that
doesn't answer one of my
strategy,
questions, they're gonna get touched.
that puts strategy completely in the bin. Well, let's hope you didn't like pit strat racing, because what we've got here is a good old slugfest for the win. Kevin Nook, 34. Connor and the boys. Wait a minute. 34 is on the speedway.
See, 34 stayed out.
He has enough gas. I'm not quite sure what happened. Connor to the lead.
How quirky is that of 34 to stay out? Not bad.
Connor saved it. That's going to shorten his stop enough to give him the point.
Missed, I believe Connor saved at the pump.
I think he's going to be pumping after this race if he can win this thing.
Yeah, he's gonna be pumping for his special person. And that's gonna be me. I'm gonna make him pump for me if he wins this.
Pump gas, you mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, gas. Anyways, Missa.
Oh my goodness.
After this race, can we VC?
I don't know about that. I have a thing I need to do before I go to bed tonight, or I'm gonna be so cooked, guys.
What is it? I can't trust.
No, you can't.
What is it then? Huh? What is it, buddy?
A AP research slideshow.
What class is the AP for? Trust, I got this.
I just said research.
There's a class called AP Research.
Yes.
What the
It is a.
flip?
Yes, I have a lot of balancing to do with commentary and this.
Well, I'm gonna be in AP Global in
what in the
2 years.
world is AP Global?
It's
Connor
global
to
history,
the
but it's AP
outside.
global history.
Connor to
It's
the
literally global
outside with
history, but
Nook
it's
and
AP
Rack.
global history instead of normal. And
To
34
the
leads in the
line. Here we
green.
go.
Green flag!
And there comes Connor to the point, trying to take it from 34. 34 had the strat right. Will he get his...
On the wall, big impact,
Whoa,
35
the
bar
feel
around,
good part.
50 involved. Big
Caution.
hits in the back. That's going to be a big wreck. And you got to imagine HFJ has got to be fuming in that car.
You know who's fuming? It's going to be Connor, who restarted second and is going to restart on this one in fourth.
No, you got to think, though, HFJ has been in so many incidents this race. Oh, never mind. He was frozen. He was having, he said his windshield froze, in fact, and he just could not see out of it. So there's a reason for that incident. But before that, though, if he hadn't been frozen, you got to imagine, it looked like he got bumped very hard and just went straight up the track. He's been in so many incidents. He's had so many drivers he's been upset with. It has to be upsetting for him. And I'm surprised he hasn't just started punting people out of his way. I don't know what the word was, sorry. I'm surprised he hasn't just started punting people out of his way, though, and said, yeah, I'm done with this. Screw you. To hell with all of you. I probably would have lost it by now, but this is why he is a better driver than I am. He is able to maintain his cool longer, and that's one thing that often leads me to take myself out of contention for races. Is I lose my cool very quickly if I'm in contention.
Right now, what you and him have in common is you are neither in immediate contention for this race, so I don't think either one of you need to be worried about your tempers right now. It's time to get this race back underway. It was a caution. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Brunswick, but it was a great restart for Nook.
That was a very quick yellow. I think there was just a quick yellow. Oh, 84 car slow on the bottom. HFJ once again getting held up by that. he won't wreck, but we'll see what he does with that 84 in this down in 3 and 4. Is he
Look at
gonna move them?
34. Side by
He knows
side,
he's faster.
34. Oh, wow. He missed the corner. That's going to let Nook get clear.
But Kevin's on his inside.
Spinning.
Connor's gonna lose time for that. Poor Connor, man. He's also gotten
Spinning.
involved in a lot of stuff.
Finney up to third.
Fenty has been silently making gains on this restart. He restarted about 5th or
Look
6th.
for the fence.
Fenty
So was
is
right up
been
there by the
silently making gains. Out of turn 2. This is really a 4, maybe even 5-car race. It's definitely between 34, Connor, Kevin, and Nook. Maybe Fenty if he can get up there, and maybe even HFJ if he can get up there, but those are really the only guys I'd say are in contention. 35-car around on the front stretch. That looked like HFJ just kind of cleared himself and then across Fenty's nose.
Oh, he turns down the track into Jaden. He flipped. Jaden has flipped into Kentucky Speedway.
That
What
really
have I
looked
just
like
watched? The
that
35
instant looked like it stemmed. That instant looked like it stemmed from HFJ. It looked like he cleared himself up across the 35, who then came across the 11's nose, got turned into the wall, and then the 84 got hit, and he was just along. The 22 collected by the 84, and he was just along for the ride. Mister, what lap is it? How long does it go? I cannot see it.
I mean, just a square hit to the inside wall after the 84 turned down the track into him.
And it looked like was the 84 wrecked though? I think he got involved with that 35.
Yes, but he didn't try to. That was weird. He didn't try to like stay away from the other drivers. It really looked like he tried to come down and add that extra car to the Calamity and into the green inside wall hard as Jaden, who flips here at Kentucky.
Here's what I think. I think there's two situations. There's the situation where he's trying to defend and block himself from the 22. And then there is the situation where he did what you said, and he did just want to get himself. He wanted to get himself a yellow so that he wouldn't lose time. But I believe, knowing Senator, it actually really could be either one. But he may have just been trying to defend himself or defend his position from Jaden, from that yellow. He might have been coming down, but also, I cannot confirm either one. It really could be either one, Mister. I would tell you if I knew. I apologize for not knowing, sir.
Well, the red has been lifted.
How many laps is it to go, Mister?
Now we have 16 laps remaining after the caution comes out.
15 laps.
You can record, but that's Brunswick's discretion. This isn't my league, nor do I care if you record my commentary. Jaden,
really want to. Your commentary is great. I'm not gonna lie. Like you are top 5 racing commentators of all time.
You know, what do you have to say about that? Jaden up and over on the front stretch of Kentucky, and I think everybody got the same thing to react to that. We're surprised it wasn't Nook.
Yeah, Nook's been staying out of the baby oil so far today, seems.
He stayed on 4 wheels. I think if he wins this race and stays on all 4 wheels, he needs 2 trophies for how great he's done today.
Mister, here's what I think the winner should get. The winner should get a fresh hand-baked chocolate cake from you. You can put whatever you want in there, but it has to be at least chocolate cake. Add hot sauce in there, I don't care. But
well, right now, what he's getting is a big knuckle sandwich from Kevin after that huge block, and there he is.
Fenty around!
Fenty around into
That's another incident to add to HFJ's counter.
No caution.
Jaden, was that? I don't know if that should have been a yellow. Jaden necessarily didn't wreck.
What's happening here on the back? To the 6.
Whoever said, come on, Fenty, that's not... Bro, Fenty didn't even do anything. Fenty had the 5-car brake check him. I don't know if the 5-car brake checked him, but the 5-car was very slow in front of him, and Fenty just had nowhere to go. He could not go up. There's a car. Man, Fenty was just wrong place, wrong time. Very unlucky for him.
Oh, we got
And
contact.
that is all
The
Fenty's fault.
three
I
of us
got that.
under caution in front of Kevin.
I will show you the clip of that after the race, Mister. That is not at all Fenty's fault. Fenty was just wrong place, wrong time. Fenty is just very unfortunate. I honestly feel bad for him.
Hey, I hate to break this to everybody, but the same thing happened last night when Daytona got through and won the race, only led one lap.
Did Senator win this? Imagine we get an HFJ win. An HFJ win would be very interesting. I mean, he's had speed this race, but he hasn't necessarily been a contender. But I think if he can keep the car clean and stop getting involved in incidents that aren't his fault, which once again, it's not on him. His luck's got to turn around, and I think he can. I think the 6 car can get himself up into the contention for this race. If he can just keep the car clean, he's just got to stay out of trouble. Anyways, but while we're under yellow, Mister, you never answered me though. Are you gonna go sign up for my Sim Series or not? Because I have 2026 and 2025 you can do. What do you think, Mister? Will you do it? 2026 and 2025 you can sign up for, and Chastain's open in both.
The Season 2, or the Season 1 champion of the D2 Series, racing against his closest competitor, Nook. And D2 pays off for the confidence of these drivers. Will it pay off today? Green for Connor and Nook as they bang, heading to 12 laps remaining.
I feel like you're avoiding my question.
No, I feel like I don't know because I'm not all that interested in block sim. 3 wide and banging at the back. There goes HFJ
Exactly what I mean with HFJ. Getting involved in incidents that aren't his fault. 3 wide scuffle, banging doors, ping ponged around, and HFJ is the unlucky one.
Connor
on
to the
bottom.
point. Nook is not letting him get away. 11 left at Kentucky, and the stakes are ramping up.
Look at 34, making his way through traffic. Clever move, 35 got low. He comes up, he kills Fenty.
No David, no yellow.
Braxton, that was, oh, he said he froze. That honestly looked like he was trying for a yellow there. But he said he froze,
Don't set those Connors on camera, Nook, yet. Here comes 34
Here comes Kevin.
through traffic. And Nook is a victim to circumstance. 10 to go. He's got to drive as hard as he can, but I'm not sure anyone's driving hard enough to beat 34 today. A man that can't be denied dominated the early stages of this race. Now both grab the
Nook in
fence.
the wall. It missed it. It looked like Kevin was going to go to the inside of 34 down in turn 1, and I believe he got bumped. I'm not sure what happened there. Kevin, once again, trying to dive to the inside of 34, just cannot keep it through the middle of the corner.
Get back to him. I don't know if anybody's got it for 34, though.
I think the field's really got to hope for a caution here. Kevin, you just got to hope one of these sends works. 34, I doubt he's going to get in the wall and he's going to sell. 34 seemed to execute perfect.
It's 9 to go.
Come back to 8. Kevin going to dive to the inside. They bang doors. Kevin looks like you're going to get the drive off. Kevin to the lead.
Connor
still banging doors. They come to the line.
Third of the 2 dominant drivers. Kevin and 34 trying to finish this battle on the track. The scuffle has lasted 93 laps, and 8 will remain to settle it. Who's going to get the win at Kentucky? We'll find out quickly.
These 2 battling is going to bring Connor and Nook back into this. Those 2 have been, they have been 3rd and 4th. They've both been podium drivers, I'd say. All 4 of these guys deserve a podium. Only 3 of them are going to get it. But who's going to come out on top? Who's going to take the top step of the podium?
I wouldn't be surprised if contact between Comeback Kid Connor and the rest of these leaders comes in turns 3 and 4 here, and he tries to get through on the bottom.
I think Connor already made contact down on 1 and 2. It was a bit laggy for me. I wasn't 100% sure, but I believe Connor bumped back to 34, it seemed. Oh, Connor looks like he's gonna try and go past cleanly. Kevin slowing the track. That's gonna affect Connor.
Here he comes, 34 slowing up big time off the corners. Does he know something that we don't? It's not about
I
gas.
don't think he's not fuel saving. He should be good on gas, I believe.
Here comes Kevin, the nose to the inside, and they're side by side. Here comes Nook. 4 cars all wrapped under a blanket with a bow tie.
I don't think the two in the back are actually under that blanket. They may have to be under a different blanket, but.
And it'll come down to the last handful of laps to determine who's going home a winner today. 4 cars.
What's been up with 34? He seems to be really slow off the exit of 40 his last couple of times.
34 is going to try and put it in there, but when? Nook is going to get to the inside. There comes that shove from Connor.
Connor gives Nook a bump. 3 wide.
That might kill both of them, the 9 and the 4. Connor trying to make it 3 wide could completely stall their momentum. 34 trying to
Connor
get back.
driving up the inside again. 34 is not going to be happy with the way he's being raced. 34 is going to be very upset in his post-race interview, especially if he does not win this race.
He's a lick for the way he's racing. This is one of the most important tracks to him, and he knows he's got a chance. All he's got to do is drive.
Nook in the wall.
Wheels off, and that's exactly what he's done in the last 3 laps.
You got to think, what's 34 going to do once he gets back to Connor? How is 34 going to race him?
Watch this.
34 being clean so far, it seems. He's just using, I think 34 has raw speed. Oh, he looks like he put Connor on the wall there a bit.
Connor around the outside hasn't let 34 go anywhere.
But now you got to think, this is helping Kevin get away.
Boy,
only a handful of laps remaining.
Once 34 gets away, he's only got 2.5 laps to get there, though.
So it's 3 to go. Got it.
34 on the bottom. Connor, he thinks now.
Connor is really trying for this.
I think Kevin's going to be able to get away with it now, but there's still 2 laps for 34 to do his magic. 34
now.
Every inch of the speedway, the next 2 laps to get to Kevin. You want a spectacle, you've got it. The 5 of Kevin, the 71 of 34, trying for this win, and 34 with the pace but not the position. Kevin with the position but maybe not the pace. White flag, Kevin trying to hold on for this last lap.
Look at this. White flag flies. Kevin leads 34 in second. Connor, as Mr. has mentioned a few times, track very important to him. Connor going to dive to the inside.
The 5 of Kevin, second career win. He's half a lap away from it. They bang, they know.
They bang in the back.
Let it get away
Connor
now.
sideways.
5, driving away. It's not going to matter for the 9, but the 5 it will. The 5 of Kevin. Victory today. He'll go to KFC after this one. A winner at Kentucky.
Photo finish for second. I don't know who got that. I believe 34 may be disqualified, though, from having second due to wall popping 3 and 4, but I am not sure. That is Brunswick. Brunswick. I'm not sure how the rules are. Like, if you wall pop, if you're disqualified from having a position, you automatically lose it, but I have no idea who got that. Kevin, though, easily wins that. Mista, how do you think about that late race restart? What do you think should have happened versus what did happen?
Well, I think everything that should have happened did. Connor was going for it. Nook was going for it. They all wanted to go for it. You should go for it. And what Connor did, you can't be mad at him. You can't be mad at Nook. You can only be mad that it didn't work out, but you can never know what's going to work out before you try it. He tried it. It didn't work. But, man, what a drive by Connor for that second-place finish. He gave it his all.
Oh, Connor got second.
He'll finish second today. here at Kentucky, and I know that he wanted to impress someone, but I'm sure he'll settle for second any day, especially with the points coming up.
Here's the thing about Connor, though. As you were talking about him earlier as the comeback kid, this is how he keeps himself always in the points. And like always in this league, he always seems to be somewhere up at the top, up in the points. He's always very consistently getting top fives, top tens. Actually, well, most top fives, top threes. Like you've gotta think. I mean, this kid, he's just insanely talented, always consistent. He's like Ryan Blaney sort of in the real NASCAR. Doesn't always get the wins and the results, but he's always up at the front. You'll almost always find him in like the top five, really, no matter where we go. Even even road courses, everything. You always find this kid up at the front somewhere. And it's not even mostly luck. It's actually lots and lots of skill. It's not even just lucky and always at the front. No, this kid is very talented.
5 of Kevin to victory lane.
Move, mister. I'm getting started, bitch.
Celebrating in Ford victory lane. How about it?
Ron, I'll send you the victory photo I got. There's no confetti can. Kevin, you're good. I got your picture. You can't hear me. Shit.
What a goober.
All right, who are we interviewing first up post race, mister?
Well, whoever Brunswick gets me first. That's how this works.
And mister, I get one of my questions.
All right. You know what, NASCAR God? I'll let you conduct the interview since you're incredibly eager. Go ahead, NASCAR God.
Who are we interviewing?
We've got Kevin here. We've got Kevin, the race winner, victory lane.
Kevin.
NASCAR God, take it away.
Wow. Here, you drove your ass off that race. Absolute, like you no longer have a rear end to shit from. How do you feel knowing that you gave your everything and you came away with the results that you hoped for?
I actually feel pretty good. At the start of the race, I didn't have much pace really. You know, 34 was faster than me early in the race. I couldn't find my line. Then, during the middle of the race, I found my groove and I just committed to it and I was faster and I just kept my pace and kept my position and stayed strong throughout the whole race and we got the win 2 in a row. So, yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned how early in the race you weren't very competitive. Now, was part of you finding your line due to that early yellow when you restarted? I don't remember where it was, but you remember you restarted up front. Is that how you found your pace and how you got yourself eventually to the victory?
No, I actually tried something different because I was braking and then tapping my gas, but I decided if I braked and just lift throughout the whole entire corner, I had a faster corner. So I just used that to my advantage and I got faster pace by doing that.
And then you utilized it when you got up to the front after that, like around lap 20, like that yellow, right around there.
Yep, correct.
Because I remember you got to the front and then all of a sudden you just came out of nowhere and were fast. So how do you feel about racing against 34 today? Do you feel like you may have robbed him of a win, or do you think that it's just whatever happens, happens, not your fault?
Um, I went. Me and him were pretty good. We battled mainly the whole race. Me, I battled him and Nook mainly the whole race. Early the race when I did not have that pace, he was really difficult to catch up to and hold off. But then when I got that pace, like I said, I was keeping up with him, and he choked the final corner, and we were able to pass him right there. And once he got held back by my teammates battling him, I think it was race right there. So
All right. Hey, one more question. I have one more question for you.
okay.
When you go out to dinner with your family, what is your go-to drink?
Well, I don't really drink sodas anymore, really.
Okay.
But I'll just go with a nice, calm, sweet tea.
That's okay. That's a solid
Yo.
choice. Thank you for taking your time to interview with us.
Yo,
Congratulations
am I
on your
able?
win. Go celebrate
Am I able?
responsibly, please. Don't do something
Thank
Am I able to
stupid.
get one? Am I
Thank
able to
you.
get?
Don't fall off the car. Don't pull a Connor Zillis, please.
Oh, I won't. I won't.
I'm
gonna
already
miss you.
traumatized from doing that once.
I'm gonna push Kevin off the car after.
Yo, can I get
Shut
Mister?
up, Nook.
Yo, no faggot.
Hey, watch your language, pal.
Yeah, that was on stream. Oh boy.
No, wait. Let
Yeah.
me get one because I never got
Oh
one.
yeah. Oh yeah.
God
Y'all
damn.
already ready for what I'm about to say in my interview. That's all I gotta say.
Fellas, I think Nook might get suspended.
And I like.
Get out of here. I didn't see. Okay, Brunswick said Nook next. All right.
All right, Master God, I'm gonna take back over. I think
Okay, I get one of my questions after the race.
yes, correct.
After the interview.
Nook, Mister in the booth, you got me.
Oh yeah, I
No.
got you all right. I got you all right.
Nook,
Um,
Nook, it was 10 to go. You had the lead, 34. 34, Kevin, Connor, put him in the rear view. How did you let it get away in those last 10 laps?
You can thank that number 9 machine. Well, not him specifically, but you can also thank Senator. Since his right idea is to drive it in the corner, and he doesn't want to take blame for his own mistakes like a fucking idiot he is. And I know he can hear me too. And if you can hear me, you're not safe these next few races.
Can't hear me?
Straight up.
Well, I'm not going to elaborate on that because I'm not Kyle
You're
Larson.
getting full syntax coda. And eating
Ooh,
all the
that was
tires
tough.
there.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm sick of getting screwed all these races when I'm in contention to win. I keep getting screwed.
Kevin, I'm watching you.
Evan Daytona. I can't even.
My bad. Kevin, bring me with you.
Yeah, Evan, I told Kevin my bad for the incident earlier, and he still wanted to cry about it. So it is what it is. Congratulations for him to his win, I guess.
Thank you, Kevin. That was very nice of you to let me just hop in the tailgate like this.
Wow, Nook, not happy. What is the mindset? What's the mindset going into the next race? We're going, I think, in the next couple days. Let me check the calendar real quick. We are going. The next race is Las Vegas tomorrow in the Truck Series. We got a Las Vegas doubleheader tomorrow in trucks and Xfinity. Nook, what's tomorrow night going to look like for you?
Tomorrow night, it's not gonna be friendly for sure. After Kevin raced, yeah. Teammates of my own have lost that privilege. It's especially Senator. Yeah, he's gonna be in the fence by the end of the race. His car is gonna be totaled just like how Kyle Busch's car is totaled after every race. But
Nook, sounds like you're very disillusioned with your teammates. Sounds like you're very disillusioned with your teammates.
yeah, I'm not happy.
What exactly is the steps to hashing this out, preventing any teammate rivalries that could be to come?
Maybe a potential meeting after the race because Connor is just an idiot. Earlier, not talking about now, but Connor's just an idiot who threw me into the wall and it let Kevin get a 1 second lap. Then when me and Kevin was battling for the lead, we were door slamming each other. Then on the restart, he got mad when I shoved him down accidentally and tried to let him back up. So
Just running over Brunswick.
Full of hypocrite, but it is.
All right. NASCAR guide, your question is up.
All right, Nook. When you need to get a new pair of shoes, what's your go-to brand that you buy?
A new pair of shoes. You see, you're gonna need Jordans. They make make you fly.
Okay, solid answer. I don't mind that. Yes. Congratulations on your fourth place finish. Good luck in the next couple of races, Nook. I want to do Connor's interview. Connor's next. I'm gonna do his interview.
Oh boy.
Yep, this interview's gonna be great. Oh, Connor.
We got a gym coming. Connor, this is Big Miss and the boys up in the booth. You got me?
No.
Yeah, Mister.
Hey,
All
I'm
right.
doing an interview, Mr. Special B-headed ass.
I want Miss to interview me.
I don't care. We gotta split the interviews, and I want to do you because this is the pre-race ones.
Bro, what? Okay.
This is the pre-race interviews. I didn't get to do any pre-race, so I want this one. Anyway, Connor. So, how do you feel about the way that you were raced and about how you raced other people during this race? Do you feel like everything you did was fair game and everything that happened to you was fair game, or do you think there were some moves that were not quite as fair as others by you
I
and other
mean,
people?
yeah, I feel like, sorry to, Nook and for, what I did on, but I was just trying to make the corner. I hit the brakes, sent me up the track, got into him on accident. I don't know if he hit the wall or not. If he did, my apologies. If he didn't, still my apologies. I mean, that 6 car as well is also, full sending. And then, the 56 that got parked was also driving pretty stupid. But, yeah, I feel like, from where we started in qualifying and where we were on pace at the beginning of the race, definitely a huge rebound. And yeah, again, sorry to Nook, but I feel like, he's done similar things before in the past. Not saying I did that, in return for that. I just feel like, shouldn't get as mad if I didn't, wrecked him, like, intentionally or anything. Ran him up, didn't mean to. I mean, I know he needs to win, but I feel like regardless whether or not, 34 was also there. I feel like he was going to be trying to contend for the win as well. And then Kevin, was the quickest car on the track. I feel like he's going to win regardless. Congratulations to him as well. Another win for SMS.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned this in the last question. How do you feel about the way you and the 6 raced? I know at one point, I believe something happened. I think you got into him and he spun around, and then you got into him twice while he was up against the wall. One time bringing out a yellow for a multi-car incident. How do you feel about the way that you two raced each other today?
Yeah, I feel like, when I ran him up the track that first time and wrecked him, it was not intentional at one time. My car could not steer. It just straight line, went into him, wrecked him, brought out the yellow, got it to the back penalty, got a 3 as well for it. And, yeah, I mean, and then, I apologize for it to him. He's in front of me the next restart or whenever it was. Don't remember what lap, but he, I brake for the corner and he just plows through me, sends me up into the wall, and then I go back, wreck him twice, and wreck myself actually, but both the times, and then hopefully we don't have issues anymore after we both retaliated on each other.
I remember that after that first incident you guys had, he said, I believe he said that he was going to retaliate in some way, shape, or form. I cannot guarantee that. I cannot verify that, but I believe I remember that. And then one
I don't really remember.
question. So you
Let's hear
said
it.
you think Kevin was the fastest car. So you think Kevin was a deserving win? You think that
Oh yeah,
there's more?
definitely. Yeah, definitely. Kevin, yeah, he was pretty quick all day from the start. I feel like all of us, 34, he's a really great driver in MWRT. I feel like he had the track, even though he ran it, he had the track figure out pretty quickly. And once we all caught on to it, I felt like, there was more competitors to it. But overall, I think by the end of that thing, if you look back at it, put us all back, restart the race with all, the experience from that race, I feel like Kevin definitely would be the dominant guy. He definitely was really quick.
I agree with you, actually. 34 is definitely dominant earlier on, but as the race kind of went on, there was more contenders. I think at the end of that race, there was really maybe 5, maybe even 6 contenders if you want to stretch it. Which were, I think, were you, Nook, 34, Kevin, HFJ if you want to be nice, and maybe even Fenty too. Fenty was decently fast. The HFJ and Fenty though can kind of be iffy, but I feel like the other 4, you, Nook, Kevin, and 34, definitely should have been the 4 up there battling for the win, and you were. Okay,
Yeah.
so one Final question. Would you
Let's hear
rather
it.
play a round of Uno or Sorry?
Oh, definitely.
me
Sorry. Like,
and
that game's so
Mista.
much fun.
All right, Mista, you hear that? We got to play it sometime.
Wait, me next.
Connor.
Me next.
Anyway, congratulations on your second place finish, Connor, and good luck in your next races.
Appreciate it.
Me next.
Who's next?
What do you mean you next, Dan? You didn't
Dan?
race.
Oh my God, bro! Get this guy out of here! No, I'm kidding.
Oh shoot, I'm unmuted.
I was the crew chief on Nook, so I want to say some
Oh, never
stuff.
mind. Yeah, definitely get this guy out of here. We don't want to interview a crew chief. What the bum?
Bro, chill, bro.
It's a joke. It's a joke. You said you were Nook's crew chief? All right.
Yeah.
All right, Jan. So this race today, how do you feel about your driver's performance? And do you think that there's anything he could have done better to win this race?
I mean, stepping into this race, I viewed Nook as like a potential threat. He's a fast racer. He's aggressive. Kind of matches what I am, but I wanted him to tone it down a little bit into this race because he was already on the verge of being eliminated according to the points format. But now that it's changed, we had nothing to lose. But early in the race, he was actually having some speed, but never really had to have the constantly left. But once I got that car dialed in on our first pit stop, we were able to get some track position. That was able to, get the lead at one point, able to lead some laps, but just couldn't keep up with the 5 to 71. And then, yeah, we had a couple mid pit stops, but we were hindered around the top 5, so not really much to lose there. But yeah, I definitely feel like we could have done better on our car based on like where we were, our lines. Nook was kind of running odd, kind of slow lines on some of the corners, but I got him to fix it up a little bit. But he was definitely learning a lot, and obviously his teammate there, Connor, just playing defense right there, and kind of costed us probably a top 3 or even a chance at the win with Kevin pulling away. But I have a lot of respect for Nook. I can't wait to crew chief for him. Uh, the following race after Braxton, I'm suspended, but happy to crew chief for him again. Feel like I've done a very good job with him. Taking the right guy for this guy, the right guy for this driver. So, definitely fun to crew chief for the first time here in Kentucky, and we got ourselves a top 5.
All right. So during that race, I know you mentioned Connor. Do you think that there's really any drivers that were not necessarily playing nice with Nook and may have cost him some spots during this race?
Oh yeah, for sure. The number 84 Toyota Senator obviously costed us a lot of time, just battling with us for no reason. He had nothing to lose. He was way under the cut line. Had no shot at the win, and kind of costed us a chance to catch up again. But that was really it. The 6 car was kind of playing a little dirty with us, but he ended up falling back as usual. He didn't have the speed today, so we didn't have to worry about that. But I mean, other than that, everyone else was clean. The 5 to 71 kind of maybe got a little hanky panky with our driver, but that's how racing works in Kentucky. You're going for the win. It's a finish, kind of short track intermediate. So yeah, you can expect that here. Looking forward to the next race, and yeah, happy for her to be in the top 5.
All right. And one final question: if you had to choose between going out to eat at Texas Roadhouse, Olive Garden, or Red Robin, where are you choosing?
Oh, for sure, I'm going Olive Garden. Can't go wrong with a classic chicken Alfredo.
That's fair. All right.
NASCAR.
Thank you for interviewing us, and good luck in your next race.
I'd like to
Thank
add
you.
on one thing, NASCAR, before we end the stream. Actually, no, I'm going to keep the thoughts to myself. Jan, I'll slide into your DMs to tell you about it.
All right. Don't make that sound so conspicuous. Not conspicuous. Weird.
It's not even weird. What?
I'm kidding. It's a joke. It was kind of a bad joke, but
Well, yeah,
I thought
Brunswick.
it was
I'm going
funny.
to stop racing people nicely if I'm going to get
Oh
killed
yeah,
by my.
Mr. Brunswick sends to read off points.
That's what I was
This
getting
isn't,
ready to
Brunswick,
do.
this isn't even the first time my team owner has nearly killed me for a win or has killed me.
Actually, look, I never ruined your race. I just gave you a door under caution.
Yeah, I was kind of mad about that because I even said my bad too when it happened.
Oh, I didn't hear you due to everybody talking.
Yeah, I even said my bad, Kevin. I'm desperate for the win.
All right, guys, let's be quiet because Mr. trying to read off points.
All
But
right.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at my own team owner for
Before we end this thing off, let's talk about tomorrow and the ensuing cup races and the top 10 in points. Looking at the top 10 in points, P1 with 545 points. The 34 of Pickle Chris, your Talladega winner, got it done. Back in second, your Martinsville winner, Fenty.
Wow.
Third,
Congratulations.
who isn't in the playoffs based on the wins right now, is the 4 of Nook. The 9 of Connor, fourth in points. The 5th, the 45 of Jan. The 6th is the 7 of Bella.
Okay.
And
Shut up.
no, I'm not joking. This is not
No,
a
I
joke.
know.
The
I know you're
7
not joking. That's what makes it worse.
in 8th is no, in 7th, today's winner, Kevin, moves to 7th in points, up 4 from his previous standing. In 8th, we have Go-Kart, the Daytona 500 champ. In 9th, the 44 of Trey. And in 10th, we have today's one of maybe even the dominant driver of the day, 34. Back in 11th is Melon. So before we cut this all off, I want to talk to you guys about tomorrow and the future races. Tomorrow night, 6 p.m., the Truck Series at Las Vegas will take the green flag.
Wait, is that remastered?
Yes, that will be a remastered race in the
I will
Truck
probably
Series.
I might be running that.
61 laps, the distance, 6
I may be
p.m.
running that.
Eastern and 5 p.m. Central Time. Then later on, the Xfinity cars back to MWRT racing, 71 laps at Las Vegas at 7:30 p.m. 6:30 Central. That is Las Vegas D2. The next Cup race, the Duramax Grand Prix, on Thursday, March 19th at 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central. That is at Coda, 25 laps. That is all I've got for you tonight. Good night,
I'm gonna have to
America.
vote for that race.
And let's